Welcome back to the Story S13 channel. Tonight's eerie tale will take you deep into a reality where memories can be stolen, borrowed, or replaced. Before we begin, tell us in the comments where you're tuning in from tonight. You wake up, your eyes fluttering open to the soft glow of morning light filtering through unfamiliar curtains. For a moment, you lie there, disoriented, as the fog of sleep slowly lifts from your mind. Something feels off. You know you're Ethan, but there's a nagging sensation tugging at the edges of your consciousness, as if you're trying to remember a dream that's slipping away. As you sit up, vivid memories flood your mind, but they're not your own. You see a quaint house with a red door, so different from the sleek apartment you call home. There's a woman with auburn hair and emerald eyes, smiling at you with love, but she's not your wife. Your heart races as you recall a violent event, the shattering of glass, the acrid smell of smoke, the searing pain of flames licking at your skin. But you've never experienced such horrors, have you? You stumble out of bed, your legs unsteady beneath you. The faces of your loved ones flash before your eyes, but they're distorted, as if viewed through a warped mirror. When you make your way to the kitchen, your wife greets you with a concerned look. "Are you feeling all right, honey?" she asks, but her voice sounds distant, unfamiliar. You try to shake off the discomfort, forcing a smile. "I'm fine," you lie, but the words feel foreign on your tongue. As you speak, your wife's brow furrows, confusion etched across her features. She tilts her head, studying you as if seeing a stranger. "Ethan," she whispers, uncertainty lacing her voice. Throughout the day, familiar faces react with bewilderment to your words and behavior. Colleagues exchange worried glances when you mention projects you've never worked on. Friends look at you with concern when you ask about people they've never met. The world around you feels like a poorly crafted illusion, threatening to crumble at any moment. With trembling hands, you reach for your phone, seeking some anchor to reality. But as you scroll through your messages and photos, your heart plummets. There are conversations you don't remember having, pictures of places you've never been. You see yourself smiling with strangers, your arm draped casually around their shoulders, as if you've known them for years. But their faces are unfamiliar, their names a mystery. As night falls, you lie in bed, your mind a whirlwind of confusion and fear. Sleep comes fitfully, and with it, intense visions that feel more real than the waking world. You see through the eyes of a man named David, feel the heat of flames engulfing your body, hear the agonized screams torn from your throat. You smell burning flesh and taste ash on your tongue. The pain is excruciating, all-consuming, until darkness finally claims you. You wake with a start, tears streaming down your face, your throat raw from crying out names you've never known. Sarah, Michael, Emily, they're etched into your mind like brands. Their importance undeniable even as you struggle to understand why. The line between dream and reality blurs, leaving you adrift in a sea of uncertainty. Days pass, each one bringing more confusion, more doubt. You find yourself drawn to places you've never been, guided by an inexplicable urge that pulses beneath your skin. One evening, you find yourself in an old neighborhood, your feet carrying you down unfamiliar streets with unerring certainty. You stop before a modest house, its paint peeling, its garden overgrown. Your hand rises of its own accord, knocking on the weathered door. Seconds stretch into eternity before it creaks open, revealing an elderly woman with silver hair and eyes clouded by cataracts. She stares at you in silence, her wrinkled face a mask of shock and disbelief. Then her lips part, and she whispers words that send a chill down your spine. You came back. The world tilts on its axis, reality fracturing around you. You open your mouth to speak, to deny, to question, but the words that emerge are not your own. Your voice is different, deeper, rougher. You hear yourself say, "I'm sorry it took so long, Mom." As the days blur together, you feel yourself slipping away. Memories of your life as Ethan fade like mist in the morning sun, replaced by vivid recollections of a life you never lived. Your handwriting changes, becoming a messy scrawl, so unlike your usual neat script. Your voice shifts permanently, settling into the deeper timbre that emerged at the old woman's door. You avoid mirrors, afraid of what you might see. But one morning, drawn by a morbid curiosity you can no longer resist, you force yourself to look. The face that stares back at you is not your own. Gone are Ethan's blue eyes and sandy hair, replaced by dark, haunted eyes and a shock of black hair streaked with gray. You raise a trembling hand to your cheek, feeling the rough stubble and unfamiliar contours. A name rises unbidden to your lips, a truth you can no longer deny. "David," you whisper, and the stranger in the mirror mouths the word in perfect sync. You close your eyes, overwhelmed by the memories that now feel more real than anything you've ever known. The life of Ethan slips away, a dream fading in the harsh light of day. When you open your eyes again, you know who you are. You are David, returned from the dead, inhabiting a body not your own. And as this realization settles into your bones, a new horror dawns. If you are here, in this unfamiliar form, then where is Ethan? What dark corner of oblivion has claimed the soul that once called this body home? You stare into the mirror, seeing both yourself and a stranger, wondering how many other lost souls might be out there, waking up in bodies not their own, struggling to understand the nightmare they've found themselves in. And as the first rays of sunlight creep through the window, you wonder, will you ever truly wake up? Or is this new reality the hell you've been condemned to for all eternity? The mirror offers no answers, only the reflection of a man caught between two lives, forever trapped in a waking nightmare of fractured identity and stolen memories. And as you turn away, you can't help but wonder who else might be lost, searching for themselves in the faces of strangers. Ethan may never know whose memories now shape his every thought, or if he was ever truly himself to begin with. Thanks for staying until the end of this unsettling tale. If you want more haunting stories like this one, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.